Right now on this exact planet, there are humans walking around with skin so pale, it practically glows in moonlight, and humans walking around with skin so deep and rich, it almost drinks in sunlight. Same species, same bones, same brains. So why does your skin look nothing like someone's on the other side of the world? Here's a question for you before we go further. If you could pick any skin tone in human history, which one would you choose and why? Drop your answer in the comments, because by the end of this video, you're going to see skin color completely differently. Let's rewind. Way back, about 300,000 years ago, every single human on Earth lived in Africa. And guess what? Almost everyone had dark skin. Not because it looked cool, because it kept people alive. You see, the sun near the equator is brutal. It blasts down UV radiation all day long, and UV radiation is sneaky. It can slip into your skin and damage your DNA. That damage can cause skin cancer. Worse, it can destroy something called folate, a nutrient your body desperately needs to make healthy babies. So evolution did something clever. It gave people more melanin, the pigment that makes skin darker. Melanin acts like a natural umbrella. It blocks harmful UV rays before they cause damage. In other words, dark skin wasn't random. It was armor. But then something wild happened. Humans started walking. They left Africa. They wandered into Europe, into Asia, into freezing tundras and gray, sunless winters. And suddenly, that same armor became a problem. Here's why. Your body needs sunlight to make vitamin D, and vitamin D is essential for strong bones and a working immune system. But if your skin is thick with melanin, it blocks not just harmful UV rays, but also the good UV rays your body needs to produce vitamin D. So imagine this. You're living somewhere cold, gray, and sunlight-starved, and your skin is still built for the blazing equator. That's a big problem. And your body doesn't like problems. It adapts. Over thousands of years, populations living farther from the equator slowly evolved lighter skin, less melanin, more sunlight getting in, more vitamin D getting made. It wasn't a decision. It wasn't a trend. It was survival. Anthropologist Nina Jablonski spent years studying this exact pattern. She discovered something fascinating. If you map skin color across the globe, it lines up almost perfectly with how much UV light hits that region. Near the equator, darker skin again and again across totally different populations who had zero contact with each other. Farther from the equator, lighter skin again and again, like the planet was running the same experiment over and over. That's not a coincidence. That's evolution solving the same problem in different classrooms, with different students, and somehow landing on the same answer. But wait, here's where it gets stranger. Some places don't follow the pattern. Some populations living close to the equator have lighter skin, and some living farther away kept darker skin. So what happened there? Turns out, diet matters too. Populations that ate a lot of fish, like coastal groups in the Arctic, already got tons of vitamin D from their food, so their bodies didn't need to lighten their skin to soak up more sun. Meanwhile, some groups had lifestyles or clothing that limited sun exposure anyway, keeping darker skin useful for other reasons, like protecting the skin itself from UV damage over a lifetime. Skin color, it turns out, isn't one simple rule. It's a puzzle shaped by sunlight, food, geography, and time. Now here's something that might blow your mind. Skin color changed fast, genetically speaking. Geneticist Tishkoff studied skin pigmentation genes across African populations and found something surprising. Even within Africa, skin tone varies dramatically, from very dark to much lighter, all shaped by local environments and genetic history. Her research showed that some pigmentation genes shifted within just a few thousand years. In evolutionary terms, that's basically overnight. So this idea that skin color took some unimaginably long, mysterious process? Not quite. Human evolution can move surprisingly fast when survival is on the line. Now let's talk about something people get wrong all the time. Skin color has nothing to do with how closely related two people are. Seriously, a person with dark skin from South Asia and a person with dark skin from West Africa can be genetically more different from each other than either is from someone with lighter skin nearby. Skin color evolved based on sunlight exposure, not ancestry lines. It evolved again and again independently in different parts of the world whenever populations moved into new light environments. Biologist Tishkoff again, along with researcher Alison Brace and other geneticists studying ancient DNA, uncovered something that shocked historians. Some ancient Europeans, thousands of years ago, actually had dark skin, even while living in parts of Europe. Lighter skin tones spread through those regions much later than people assumed, which means the history you imagined, dark skin in Africa, light skin in Europe, unchanged forever, is basically a myth. Skin color has been shifting, mixing, and adapting for tens of thousands of years. It's still doing it right now. So why does this all matter? Because skin color is one of the most misunderstood traits in human biology. People have built entire ideologies, entire systems of judgment, around something that is, biologically speaking, just sunlight math. Your skin color is a response to geography, to latitude, to UV rays and vitamin D, and thousands of years of survival strategy passed down through generations. It's not a ranking system. It's not a marker of ability, intelligence, or worth. It's a science experiment written in your DNA, testing one simple question for thousands of generations. How do you survive the sun where you live? And every human alive today is proof that the experiment worked. So here's your final takeaway. Skin color isn't about who you are. It's about where your ancestors lived, how much sun they got, and how their bodies learned to handle it. Every shade of human skin on Earth right now represents a different chapter in the same incredible survival story. Different environments, different solutions, same species. You're not just walking around in skin, you're walking around in evolutionary history. Next time you see someone whose skin color is different from yours, you're not looking at a difference that separates you. You're looking at a story about sunlight, ancestors, and survival. So back to that question from earlier. Which skin tone would you have picked, knowing what you know now? Let us know in the comments. If this blew your mind a little, hit like, subscribe for more mind-bending human science, and check out the next video, where we uncover something even stranger hiding in your own biology.